So it's been a while since my last plush collection video, and since then I've gotten way more plushies. So you know what that means. It's time for an update. This is my Angry Birds plush collection for 2024. Let's get started. Oh, and just a quick disclaimer, we're going to be reviewing only Angry Birds and only plushies, so sorry guys. Why don't we get started, because we got a lot to cover. The first one on our list is Red, the leader of the flock. Now, you may not know, but this Red is actually a bootleg. This Red is part of the Pulkkinen plush set, or whatever it's called. I have no idea how to pronounce that name correctly. Also, these are the rarest Angry Birds bootleg plushies ever. So yeah, I'm not giving away these plushies anytime soon. And to my knowledge, I believe I am the only well-known Angry Birds YouTuber that actually owns these plushies, but I could be wrong. Anyways, that was Red. Let's move to Chuck next, the fastest bird in the flock. This Chuck is also part of the Pulkkinen Angry Birds Plus set. His design is rather wider than the officially licensed Chuck plush. I don't know about you all, but for me that seems to be the case. Overall, great plush. Moving on to our next plush, Wait a minute, hold on, how'd you get that? Anyways guys, we have the Blues, or Blue, or Bluebird, or Jake as I call him in my series, which you should totally watch by the way. This Bluebird plush's cheek things, I don't want to call them, are a bright red, while the officially licensed plush, his things, is like orange. It's also brighter in color. It looks more like a sky blue. Not a bad design, I'm just pointing out details. Next is our favorite explosive bird, Bomb. This Bomb plush is based on his first design with the white spot, and something that's really unique about this plush in particular is that on the back there is a tail. Other Bomb plushies, with the exception of the Angry Birds movie plushies, do not have tails equipped with them. Next is Matilda. Male, female, whatever. But this particular Matilda plush is female, based on her Hogs and Kisses design. I have nothing else to say about this plush, so let's just move on. Hal the Boomerang Bird. Green toucan and speaks with an Australian accent. Okay, that last factor depends. As well as being a scientific genius, this plush has a lime green color. That concludes the main flock. Now let's move on to the pigs. First up is a minion pig. It's just a minion pig. Yeah. Next up, we have Corporal Pig, or at the very least, my take on Corporal Pig. For Corporal Pig, I wanted to make him a little bit more beat up and not just the black eyes. You can obviously see he has a few bandages on his helmet, and I also want him to take inspiration from his Toons design. Up next is Foreman Pig, Grandpa Pig, Mustache Pig, Mustachio. Jeez, this guy has so many names. Right here is the menace to society known as King Pig.
What did you just call me?
So as you can see, King Pig has duct tape on his head that's holding his crown in peace, and the reason why that is because I haven't been taking really good care of these plushies. I mean, I was a dumb little kid and I pulled the crown off, and I didn't really understand how valuable these plushies really are. So yeah, that was King Pig. He's very angry. So that concludes the entire bootleg Pulkkinen plushie set for both the pigs and the birds. Now let's move on to the official stuff. The first officially licensed plush we have is our favorite artistic and autistic bird, Willow. Willow is the only member of the Stella flock that I own, with the exception of Stella, of course. But Angry Birds Stella plushies, they're really hard to get nowadays. Next up is Stella, or at the very least, the Angry Birds Stella plush. This plushie is kind of small, smaller than other Stella plushies. Her eyes here are a bit more of a turquoise kind of color than they are blue. And since we're talking about the Stella plush, we might as well mention the Mighty Mojo Stella plush that I got for my birthday. The reason why I don't have that here with me is because that was actually a gift for somebody. Anyways, here is Icebird. Now, I think that Icebird is probably my most favorite plushie that I own. I really love his design. He's very unique, and I feel like he deserves more attention in my opinion. I am very happy to own this plush. Next is the Candy Addict Bubbles, and since we're reviewing him, we might as well review his puffed up version too. Let's start with the normal version. As you can see, Bubbles is definitely fit for the Halloween season, as you can tell by his colors. Colors such as orange and black are affiliated with Halloween. Puffed up Bubbles here, well, he's seen better days. Anyways, we have the Incredible Terrence, one out of 2 Angry Birds Space plushies that I own, the other being Icebird. This plushie is rather small because it's a 5-inch. When I originally got the plushie, I didn't really think about the size.
I shall terminate you now.
So that concludes the main flock, or the main flock in my Angry Birds Plus series. Last but not least, the officially licensed pig plushies. Right here is another Minion Pig plush, this one being made by Commonwealth. He was actually featured in a set with 3 other pig plushies. Right here is another Minion Pig plush, however, this one was made by Mighty Mojo. See if you can spot any differences between these 2 plushies. Yep, you guessed it, another Minion Pig. However, this one was made by a company known as Toy Factory. This little piggy snout is a yellowish green color. An officially licensed 8-inch Foreman Pig plush, made by Commonwealth, of course. Another officially licensed 8-inch plush, made by Commonwealth also. This time it is Corporal Pig, or the beat-up Corporal Pig plush. A King Pig, officially licensed 8-inch plush too. Darth Vader Pig, another great plush that I own. Oh, this guy looks really cool actually. The normal size Stormtrooper Pig and the big Stormtrooper Pig. Just like with Bubbles, we'll start with the original size first. Obviously, the Stormtrooper Pig is based off the Stormtroopers from Star Wars. The big Stormtrooper Pig is just like the normal Stormtrooper Pig, just bigger. And of course, you gotta save the best one for last. Give it up for the one, the only, Postman Pig. All jokes aside, I am really thankful to get my hands on this plush. If you own a Postman Pig plush yourself, then you should feel really happy because this guy, he's like a rare gem. Great design. He is a very underrated character. At the end of the day, 10 out of 10. Oh, and by the way, guys, his speaker still works. And yeah, that concludes this year's plush collection. These are all the plushies I currently own. Of course, this is nowhere near up to the scale of a person of, let's say, Luigi fan or Banjo videos, but in the end, it's better than nothing. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe and turn on notifications. A lot of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed anyway, so that would help out a lot. Am I gonna get more plushies? I'm not so sure. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.